I wanted to talk about my favorite intervention I made as a pharmacist. At the time that I made this specific intervention, I was a student pharmacist. I was in my 6th year of school and my 4th year of pharmacy school, since I did the 2-year pre-pharmacy expedited track. I had a call from a patient, and she was asking if there's something on her profile, like any medication she was taking, that would flag for nordiazepam, like a false positive. I thought it was an interesting question. I really enjoy medicinal chemistry and OChem, so I was definitely the person to ask. I immediately found that she was taking a medication called chlordiazepoxide clinidinium. This medication is used for IBS. It's a combo drug. So chlordiazepoxide is a long-acting benzodiazepine, aka a long-acting Xanax. It's on its own, it's called Librium. It's a controlled substance, it's Schedule 4. In combination with clinidinium, which can be seen as an abuse deterrent, it's an anticholinergic medication to decrease gut motility. It is an unscheduled substance. So I knew from schooling that chlordiazepoxide would undergo metabolism to desmethyldiazepam, aka nordiazepam. This is an interesting metabolite because it has an extremely long half-life. So half-life is the time it takes for a concentration of a drug or anything to diminish by 1/2, as a 36 to 200 hour half-life. So the rule that we generally follow for when a patient or when anyone's going to clear a substance is 3 to 5 half-lives. So technically, nordiazepam could be in her system up to 41 days since ingestion. That's an absence of any sort of renal abnormality, like say a patient's not clearing a drug as well, or an absence of any sort of like interactions with the medication that would increase concentrations. So that's how long it can technically be in someone's system. And she told me that she was pulled over and she had to take a drug test, and it flagged in her urine. So diazepam, aka Valium, metabolizes into the same metabolite. So it was really interesting to have that discussion with her. She said this was her second offense for something, and she was going to go to jail. Her attorney ended up coming into the pharmacy throughout the next days, and I talked to him about how it wouldn't flag on a prescription drug monitoring program, aka Indiana Inspect. It would not flag because it's not a controlled substance that she was taking, the Librax. So that was my favorite intervention I made, that I got her exonerated from the threat of incarceration.